presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. It's a little bit warmer outside tonight than it was even yesterday, which is nice. 42 degrees. We always like warmer conditions.
I'm going to, considering 42's going to be a higher number than the Saturday and Sunday temperatures added together, I'll take it.
Exactly right.
Almost double that, I think, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
And it's going to be breezier here in a little bit, too. So we're going to take the 42 with the current conditions while we have them. But while it's only 42 outside, it's nice and comfortable here inside the Pella Christian High School gym. If your home isn't staying comfortable during this cold Iowa winter, call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella. You'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear.
Van Haften.
There we go. I kind of hit the button just a little bit early. Hadn't finished getting that last syllable off the tongue yet, but we'll go ahead and take another time out. We'll be back with more pregame coverage of Pella Christian basketball as the girls basketball team gets ready to take on Urbandale here in a little bit. We'll get you some scores from around the area when we come back here on the KRLS2 stream.
If you're looking for top-notch plumbing and HVAC services from a family-based business that treats you like one of their own, call me, Austin with Vanderlinden Services. With years of expertise and a commitment to customer satisfaction, our friendly experts are ready to serve you. Plus, we're proud to offer top-of-the-line York residential and commercial HVAC systems. For all your home comfort needs, call me and experience why Vanderlinden Services is best for your job.
Mama and Dad are going to love this. Pingle's Home Store has appliances now. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, everything for our house. And Pingle's still has the best stuff for kitchens, bathrooms, living rooms, and bedrooms, too. New appliances and the same great service. Awesome!
Now at Pingle's Home Store, top brand appliances, refrigerators, washers, dryers, and more. Pingle's Home Store is now your appliance headquarters, too.
At Element Siding and Windows, we do it right the first time. Hi, I'm Andrew Thomason, owner of Element. We're locally owned and proud to have the same dedicated team on every project, the same faces you'll see from start to finish, no random subcontractors. We don't leave your project until it is complete and you are completely satisfied. Your details and your budget matter to us, and we'll work with you to bring your vision to life. You have a dream, we'll make it happen. Find us on Facebook at Element Siding and Windows.
Winter's here, but your roof still needs the best. At Dutch Mill Supply, they offer top-quality CertainTeed shingles to keep your home protected all season long. Durable, reliable, and designed for winter weather, CertainTeed shingles ensure your roof stands strong against snow, ice, and wind.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door.
If you've been holding out on starting the search for your next home, your patience might have just paid off. Hi, this is Brennan Foudy with Pella Real Estate Services, and right now is a great time to buy. We're seeing increased inventory in all price ranges, and interest rates are becoming more favorable. Schedule a buyer consultation so that we can start looking for your next home by calling 628-1BUI and visiting with me or any member of our team at Pella Real Estate Services.
When you work with the LIS team of certified financial planner professionals, you get the luxury of options. Whether you're moving, retiring, or looking for a change, stop by and meet with one of our financial advisors for a free 30-minute consultation. You can gain access to a wide range of resources and an experienced team dedicated to answering any questions you might have. To schedule a time to meet, call or text us at 641-628-1021.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member, FINRA/SIPC, not FDIC approved, no bank guarantee, may lose value, not deposit, not insured by any federal government agency.
It was a great season in 2025 at the Knoxville Raceway, and congratulations to the three champions, Austin McCarl in the 410s, Tasker Phillips in the 360s, and Jay Kinder in the Pro Sprints. Be listening for ways to surprise that loved one during the holiday season with tickets to the 2026 season at the Knoxville Raceway.
The sprint car capital of the world, Knoxville Raceway, we're the one.
The battery in the car goes start, start, start. Start, start, start. Start, start, start. The battery in the car goes start, start, start. At Central Tire and Auto.
There's only one thing you need your battery to do. Start. If that's a problem this winter, Central Tire and Auto can get you a new battery and back on the road. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Sing along.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Yoder, the Tri-County Veterinary Clinic veterinarian. If you're heading out of town for the holidays and your pet can't go along, have him boarded with us. He'll receive exercise 3 times a day, he'll be fed based on a schedule you set up, and he'll be given a nice bath the day before you take him home. To schedule a reservation, call Tri-County Veterinary Clinic at 628-4040, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
This holiday season, take the challenge. Shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Van Coten from Marion County Bank. I shop local because I love this little town, and supporting small businesses is one way I can help keep its unique charm.
Thanks for shopping local with us this entire year. And from all of us at Marion County Bank, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KNIA-KRLS.com and the Pella Christian YouTube channel. You're listening to Pella Christian High School basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS2 stream and on the KRLS2 stream at KNIA-KRLS.com, Knoxville, Pella Newton, and KRLS HD2, Knoxville, Pella Newton. Everyone has a goal and inspiration, a reason being for whatever that is for you. Bank Iowa says,
let's make it happen.
We could stop stumbling over the words. It's going to make things a lot easier tonight, but just got official word. Game time is going to start a little bit early, so if you are tuning in knowing that we always start just a little bit early, game time tipping off at 7:20 tonight instead of 7:30 because of the early end to the JV game. Looking at our McKay Group radio keys to the game, Pella Christian hasn't really had to deal with this much this season. The press. They've not really had to go up against the strong pressing defense. You're going to see that against Urbandale tonight. Kind of saw that in the JV game. Going to need to handle the pressure really well. That would be the one thing there. And then the other thing I would just ask, or that I would put in the keys there for Pella Christian on the offensive end, beyond just handling the pressure, who's going to step up? Urbandale going to be another tier above the teams that we've played with Eddyville, with Oskaloosa, where Rachel, Jessica kind of were able to get what they wanted on the offensive end of the floor. I imagine Urbandale's going to do some things to be able to take that away. Who's going to be able to step up and kind of help carry some of the load in those times where they're able to take away Rachel or Jessa?
Yeah, for me coming into this game, it's just priority number one: take care of the basketball. I mean, that's the case in any game, but especially tonight. Urbandale's going to come in here feeling like they should come in and be able to just kind of control things. And I know looking at their schedule a little bit, they've got to feel like maybe this is I don't want to say a break, but when you're coming off of Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest, it's definitely a different feel. So for the Eagles, just take care of the basketball as this game goes. And then, like as you mentioned there, can you get consistent scoring from Rachel and Jessa as you have been? But, Addie's been a solid third for the early part of this season here. But, again, with the big step up in competition tonight, it's just who can step up and not get flustered with the ball and take care of it, and hopefully good things will happen from there.
Absolutely. Those are our McKay Group radio keys to the game. Auto, home, business, commercial, life, and health insurance covering you in Knoxville and Oskaloosa. We'll go ahead and take another timeout. We'll come back and get you the colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography when we return to pregame coverage of Pella Christian girls basketball against Urbandale on the KRLS2 stream and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
You've been thinking about a new hot tub for a long time. A 6-person tub will fit on the deck, and you've even added extra support to make sure it can handle the weight. But you forgot that hot tubs need a 240-volt power supply, and you don't have one. At Centerpoint Electric, we're here to help with any electrical problem you have, big or small. We will install that 240-volt power supply in just the right spot so that you can crank up the hot tub and enjoy a night on the deck with family and friends. Check us out online at centerpoint-electric.com. We're wired for excellence.
CPAs are known for doing things by the numbers, but the accountants at Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel go beyond the numbers. They are committed to their clients to bring the best advice at competitive prices to ensure that you get the best service to meet your needs. They'll stand behind you in case you would ever need help, unlike most of the do-it-yourself tax services, with year-round advice for any life changes that may happen. And if you're unhappy with your current service, they are accepting new clients with a smooth and seamless transition.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seastra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Skills in steel deserve respect. At Vermeer, they're hiring welders, level 1, 2, and 3. From big, complex machines to compact pedestrian equipment, Vermeer Iron takes all kinds of skills. They train, you grow, your pay grows too. This is where your welding career starts, and they help you build it. Join the second or third shift crew and be part of something tough. Visit VermeerJobs.com or text 641-900-6178.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old-world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Rev up your ride with unbeatable deals at PellaMotors.com. We're dealing so you can drive away happy. Don't miss out on our incredible offers on Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Find your perfect ride at PellaMotors.com.
In today's mobile-first world, reaching people on their phones is essential. Through our Iowa Digital Connect division, KNIA KRLS offers an innovative product called Mobile Audience Targeting that'll allow your business to connect with potential customers based on a combination of specific geographical location, interests, and behavior, ensuring every ad is targeted, relevant, and has an impact. If you have a sales representative that you already work with, ask them how Mobile Audience Targeting can help your business, or get started today by going to iowadigitalconnect.com.
If you've been holding out on starting the search for your next home, your patience might have just paid off. Hi, this is Sierra Ward with Pella Real Estate Services, and right now is a great time to buy. We're seeing increased inventory in all price ranges, and interest rates are becoming more favorable. Schedule a buyer consultation today so that we can start looking for your next home by calling 628-1BUI and visiting with me or any member of our team at Pella Real Estate Services.
At Culver's, we believe that the best gifts come with a blue spoon. Hi, I'm Tim Grotenheist with Culver's in Pella, and if you're looking for something special for all the Culver's lovers on your holiday shopping list, we have a great gift card special available for you this year. For every $40 worth of Culver's gift cards you buy, we'll give you an extra $10 voucher to use before the end of February. Happy holidays from our entire team at Culver's in Pella, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
It's time to start celebrating the season at Scooter's Coffee in Pella. Enjoy Buddy the Elf's favorite, the Maple Caramelicious, iced or blended. Or sip on sweet holiday joy with a candy cane mocha, iced, blended, or a hot chocolate. And don't forget to top it all off with the Candy Cane Forest Cinnamon Roll. Let Scooter's Coffee in Pella brew up your holiday magic today. Scooter's Coffee, amazing drinks, amazing people, amazingly fast.
Hearthstone and Pella is looking for CNAs and nurses for first, second, and third shifts, and they're eager to invest in you. There's a healthy shift differential for evening and overnight CNAs and nurses, plus a sign-on bonus for both full-time and part-time. This could be a perfect opportunity for a student looking for evening or weekend work, as Hearthstone also offers tuition reimbursement for higher education. To learn more or to apply, visit wesleylife.org/Hearthstone and click Join Our Team.
Welcome back to pregame coverage of Pella Christian High School girls basketball against the Urbandale Jayhawks here this evening. I'm Tyler Crabb. He's Aaron Stoltz, and it's time to look at our colors of the game presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography. First at the visitors from Urbandale. They're in the road navy blue uniforms with kind of the white-red paint splatter along the side of those uniforms to accent those, and then white numbers and white letters on those jerseys as well, with some red trim on the sleeves of the jerseys. For Pella Christian, they're in the home white uniforms with maroon trim and maroon numbers with yellow lettering, maroon trim on the lettering, and then yellow trim on the numbers, and then red trim, or the maroon trim elsewhere on the uniforms. And those are your killers of the game, presented by Michelle Gritter's Lux Photography, where your story becomes a masterpiece. And now a look at tonight's starting lineups, presented by Pella Real Estate Services. Starting with the Jayhawks of Urbandale. They'll have their starters look like this. It'll be a 5'7" senior guard, number 3, Riley Pruitt. It'll be a 5'11" senior forward, number 14, Ella Schott. It'll be a 5'7" junior guard, number 13, Alyssa Pins. It'll be a 5'6" junior guard, number 20, Mia German. And it'll be a 5'10" senior forward, number 21, Ava Wadier. And that is the starting lineups for the Urbandale Jayhawks, who are coached by Joey Aguirre. And then the Pella Christian Eagles starting lineup tonight will look like this. 5'5" junior guard, number 1, Jessa DeVries. 5'9" senior guard, number 3, Chloe Nickel. 6 foot junior guard, number 5, Bryn Runner. It'll be 5'10" senior forward, number 13, Addie Van Arendonk. And 5'10" junior forward, number 35, Rachel Kekmarinsky. The Eagles led by John Mumm. Those are your starting lineups presented by Pella Real Estate Services. They're a full-service brokerage with a lineup that includes residential and commercial real estate, acreages, property management, storage facilities, and short and long-term rental options. Call 628
BU1. One BUI.
One BUI.
Caught me off guard there, Tyler.
For Pella Real Estate Services.
Yeah.
I did the same thing to Mike, so I thought it was only fair. I did that to Mike last night. So I thought it was only fair. It took him a second to realize that I was going to test him too, quiz him on it.
I was a bit distracted here for a minute.
I understand. I was just trying to be fair to Mike. I wasn't putting you on. I wasn't intentionally putting you on the spot.
I can assure Mike and Sarah I do know the phone number to the office.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you got there. It just took you a second to get there, right?
I just never call it myself. So
yeah, exactly. You're hoping that someone's calling it from the other end.
There you go.
Right. So that's again, call 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services. We're going to take another time out. We'll be back with the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply and some of that stuff when we return here on KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game.
Trey Steinkamp, step back, 3, and it goes at the buzzer! Trey Steinkamp with the crossover. The freshman hits his third 3 of the quarter.
Randy Jarzambek here, owner of Randall Roofing. Randall Roofing is your full-service roofing and gutter contractor specializing in replacements, new construction, and repairs in South Central Iowa. We partner with CertainTeed to elevate your home's protection using industry-leading technologies.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Lance Klein, at the Verduff Agency in Pella, if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Our holiday meat certificate and pie promotion is back again this year at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella. When you make any purchase of $699 or more this holiday season, you'll get a free pie certificate and meat certificate to one of the local meat markets. This merry meal deal is yours with any purchase of $699 or more, whether it's appliances, furniture, bedding, accessories, or anything else in the store. Merry Christmas from our entire family at Bruxford's Home Center in Pella.
When storms strike or shingles fail, trust Central Iowa Roofing.
a certified Owens Corning preferred contractor, to protect what matters most, to deliver quality craftsmanship, reliable service, and durable results. Every time. Whether it's repairs, replacements, or new construction, Central Iowa Roofing is your local roofing expert. Call Central Iowa Roofing today or visit centraliowaroofinginc.com. Central Iowa Roofing, specializing in happy customers.
As we're settling in for another Iowa winter, think about what the cold weather does to your garage door. Low temperatures can cause lubrication problems, metal to contract, and springs to become brittle. And consistent wet weather can cause your door to swell. Those things can lead to big problems, like your door getting stuck or not working at all. And that's the last thing you want to deal with in the freezing cold. Make sure those things don't happen by calling DeYoung Door Service for an inspection of your garage door today.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
Mama and Dad are gonna love this. Pingle's Home Store has appliances now. Refrigerators, washers, dryers, everything for our house. And Pingle's still has the best stuff for kitchens, bathrooms, living rooms, and bedrooms too. New appliances and the same great service. Awesome!
Now at Pingle's Home Store, top brand appliances, refrigerators, washers, dryers, and more. Pingle's Home Store is now your appliance headquarters too.
From your first paycheck to your first home, your milestones are more than just memories. They've shaped our purpose. For 50 years, Bank Iowa has supported individuals and families with checking, savings, loans, and guidance rooted in trust. And as you've planned, saved, and built a life, we've proudly invested in the local communities you call home. 50 years of shared stories, one shared future, with you at the center of it all. Bank Iowa, let's make it happen.
BankIowa.bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tear through the roughest snow and ice in record time with Toro's Snowmaster Snowblower, featuring personal pace drive and quick stick shoot control. Get your Toro Snowmaster at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Toro PowerMax 2-stage snowblowers are unbeatable in any storm. Choose easy-to-use features like electric start, hand warmers, auto steering, and quick stick shoot control. Get your Toro PowerMax at DeRuyter Lawn Equipment in Pella. Toro, America's #1 snowblower brand.
Welcome back here on KNIAKRLS.com. Just a couple minutes before we get the starting lineups and everything announced down on the court. But let's take our first look at the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard here as we again prepare for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. We have some girls basketball games that are in the books. We've got some that are wrapping up. So we've got some games we can kind of wind down here. Currently, girls basketball scores from our area as we get ready for Pella Christian and Urbandale, which has not started yet. The Pella girls defeated Keokuk tonight, 63-49. The Knoxville girls trailing Davis County 40-12 at halftime. Newton leads Des Moines East 49-14 at the end of the third quarter. And then Pleasantville girls basketball defeated Madrid 47-44. That's our first look at the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank, with offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas are serving you and building community across the county. And both teams have made their way to the bench as we get ready for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. We'll go ahead and take one final timeout before we get into all of tonight's festivities between the Jayhawks of Urbandale and your Pella Christian Eagles here on KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We'll be back inside the Element Siding and Windows radio broadcast booth right after this.
Who's always open? Anytime Fitness. For the last 16 years, Anytime Fitness has been open 24 hours a day, every day of the year. Our award-winning gym allows you to work out on your schedule. With state-of-the-art equipment, expert trainers, a welcoming community, and the convenience of around-the-clock access, you're sure to find a fitness home with us. It's your fitness, done your way, at Anytime Fitness in Pella.
This is Michelle Gritters with Lux Photography, and as a mom of 2 boys, including a 2027 senior, I'm feeling all the emotions. Just yesterday, we were laughing at made-up bedtime stories, and now I'm lucky to get a quick headbutt kiss before he heads out with friends. And when I ask about senior pictures, I get it. Boys aren't usually thrilled with the idea. And that's why I keep my sessions easy and relaxed, and most guys end up enjoying it. If you've got a class of 27 senior boys, schedule a session at michellegritters.com, and let's make this a milestone you'll both remember.
You don't seem to be yourself lately.
I just don't have the energy I used to and feel like I'm losing muscle strength. It could be low T. I just don't want another awkward conversation with the doctor.
Let's try Pella Regional Health Center. Their urology team knows you just want to get things back to normal, so they make it easy and discreet. They even handle ED and bladder problems.
And that's all right here in South Central Iowa?
Yes, of course it's here. Check out pellahealth.org/urology. Comprehensive confidential men's healthcare is closer than you think.
Vanderlinden Services is your trusted family-owned plumbing and HVAC business. I'm Austin Vanderlinden. Our team has years of experience and commitment to treating every customer like family, and our trusted technicians take pride in their work. Plus, we offer the best in York HVAC residential and commercial systems. Call me today for reliable, friendly service that you can trust. Vanderlinden Services, the best for the job.
'Twas the night before Christmas. Santa looked all around. Not one little reindeer was to be found. He decided 2 Rivers Car Troll all go to fill up his car since it was fairly low. He would not disappoint. His timing was right. Thank goodness for 2 Rivers. The Car Troll pumps open all night.
Even Santa loves saving 4 cents off every gallon of gas at 2 Rivers Car Troll pumps in Pella and Otley. Use your 2 Rivers local card and you'll save 4 cents off every gallon of gas every time you fill up. Happy holidays from Pella's only locally owned gas station, 2 Rivers Cooperative.
In today's mobile-first world, reaching people on their phones is essential. Through our Iowa Digital Connect division, KNIA KRLS offers an innovative product called Mobile Audience Targeting that'll allow your business to connect with potential customers based on a combination of specific geographical location, interests, and behavior, ensuring every ad is targeted, relevant, and has an impact. If you have a sales representative that you already work with, ask them how Mobile Audience Targeting can help your business, or get started today by going to iowadigitalconnect.com.
As winter sports season shifts into high gear, have Raceway Tire and Exhaust team up with you with a set of Firestone tires. Check out the Firestone Destination lineup tires. Whether you drive a truck or SUV, there's a Firestone Destination tire just right for you. And Raceway Tire and Exhaust is your complete auto care center from bumper to bumper. No matter what your vehicle needs, take it to Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust.
We got what you need
to get you on the go.
Hey, it's Tegan at O'Rourke Ford Lincoln. Our year-end event is on, and we've got real 0% APR financing on some of our most popular Ford and Lincoln models. Get 0% for 60 months on F-150, Explorer, and Escape, and 0% for 48 months on Lincoln models such as Nautilus, Aviator, and Corsair. These deals end soon. Stop in today or visit ORFord.com. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit APR financing. 60 months at $1667 per month for $1,000 finance. 48 months at $2083 per month for $1,000 finance. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by 1/5/26.
Welcome back to Pella Christian Girls Basketball here on the KNIA KRLS.com website, the KRLS2 stream, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We do have a Pingles Home Store instant radio update to give a final score. That is, as part of that, there we go, Newton 53, Des Moines East 14 in girls basketball final score there. So nearing the end of our girls basketball scores from around the area. That is not our own. It's time for the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier in Pella. That'll be Rachel Kek-Marinsky for the Eagles. I'm going to guess Ella Schott will be the one tipping off for Urbandale, but it could be Ava Wadier as well. We'll see when they make their way to the center circle. It will be Schott. And there we go, the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. Rachel Kek-Marinsky tipped it to number 20, Mia German. She kicks it back to Wadier, who hits the 3 to start it off for Urbandale. It's a 3-0 Jayhawks lead with 7:50 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was not an ideal start, but just happened to tip it to the wrong person.
Yeah, Chloe Nichols passed to Addie Van Arendonk, was nearly stolen as Rachel Kekmarinsky swings the ball back out, and it's Jessa DeVries out top. And she'll get fouled by German. She went to go to the left.
So already on the first half-court possession for Pella Christian there, we see a pretty aggressive man-to-man defense by Urbandale, which we fully expected all night from them, maybe even some full-court press at times. So just interesting to see how the Eagles handle that as the game progresses.
Yeah, Jessa DeVries with the ball on the right wing off of the inbounds pass following the foul. Chloe Nickel to Rachel Kekmarinsky at the top of the key, and she'll drive, shot no good. Addie Van Arendonk down with the board. And back out. The ball goes to Jessa DeVries. She drives, kicks it down to Kekmarinsky. Her second attempt, no good. And Urbandale is pushing the other way. And a shot that almost went backwards and nearly went in was no good there by number 13, Alyssa Pins. And then Pella Christian turns it over on the ensuing possession. And going to the basket strong is Ella Schott, laying it in for two, and Urbandale leads 5-0 over Pella Christian. 6:45 to go in the first quarter. And John Mumm calls a Pella Motors timeout. As he commends Addie. The first thing you say there, you could see it was Addie did a great job pulling down that offensive board, but then immediately looked to dish it out. He's like, go back up strong with that.
Yeah, and we had a couple good looks early there on, and it's one thing to talk about a team's going to pressure you and a team's going to get up in you, and defensively you have to be ready for it to handle that. And then you can talk about it a lot, but until you get on the floor and actually see that and go up against it, it's a little different there. So I think, if nothing else, part of this on Coach Mumm is just, all right, girls, you've seen it. Okay, you can handle it. Let's just relax, do the things we know what to do, and we'll be fine. So I like the early timeout there, just kind of settle them down here a little bit.
Yeah, that's a Pella Motors timeout. At Pella Motors, you'll drive away happy. That's the Pella Motors guarantee. We do have a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Pella 10, Keokuk 9 at the end of the first quarter of boys basketball. Rachel Kekmarinsky swings the ball to Jessa DeVries, and she'll now kick to Sophia Slaughter. Gets into the lane, runner is no good, and Addie Van Arendonk just unable to grab the rebound there. As Urbandale will get the ball back here with 6.5 to play in the first quarter and a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and Addie's been in good position on all three of those on the backside there for the weak side rebound. Just hasn't been able to secure the last couple.
Yeah, German with the ball on the right wing. Now it'll swing all the way to the left corner with number 13, Pins, getting it back up top to shoot. Now it's going to be Pins, a deep three from the right wing, no good, rebounded by Addie Van Arendonk. And Rachel Kekmarinsky pushing the tempo to the corner for Jessa DeVries. Thought about the three, instead drives baseline, and a tough shot for Jessa. Was short and rebounded by the Jayhawks, pushing the other way. It's Wadier on the right, in the right corner. She'll drive baseline on Slaughter, throws it over the head of Pruitt for Urbandale's first turnover.
Yeah, and Pella Christian in a 2-3 zone there. Nice job of Rachel on the back side of that, trying to get that hammer action pass over to the corner and making him force the pass a little bit high and out of bounds. So good positioning by her there.
Yeah, German getting a little bit risky there with the reach, with the foul, with one foul already. Sophia Slaughter tried to throw the entry pass to Rachel Kekmarinsky from the backside. Wadier knocked it out of bounds for Urbandale.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of a force there. Just a little more patience out of Sophia. She's a high-energy girl and plays hard. But we had double team down there, so maybe a ball reversal and come back to it, and that pass is a little easier the next time.
Yeah, German checks out of the game as Aubrey Schumann checks in. Inbound goes to Addie Van Arendonk right under the basket. And first 2 points of the game for Pella Christian, courtesy of Addie Van Arendonk, makes it 5-2 Urbandale over the Eagles with 5:22 to go in the first quarter as Addie Van Arendonk forces the second turnover of the game for Urbandale. And on the ensuing possession, Rachel Kekmarinsky got to the basket, missed the shot, but Addie Van Arendonk saves the possession. Three-pointer for Jessa DeVries off back iron, rebounded by Bryn Runner.
Nice hustle by the Eagles.
Now, offensive boards have been big for Pella Christian here early. Bryn Runner to Rachel Kekmarinsky, was looking inside for Van Arendonk, instead went to the corner for DeVries. DeVries, nice little slip pass to Van Arendonk, as the double team came, and now DeVries is going to drive, and her shot is off the back of the iron. No good, and rebounded by Urbandale.
Another good look in the paint there, just off back rim.
His shot going to give it up to Wadier. A deep three-pointer from the left wing, and Ava Wadier makes it 8-2. Urbandale with 4:25 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you give up with the zone is shoot. Just, forcing teams to shoot that long pass as we turn it over there. Just a little miscommunication by the girls. And first time Urbandale wasn't able to hit that, but virtually the same shot here this next time and was able to knock it down.
Yeah, Chloe Nickel back into the game for Sophia Slaughter here. As Urbandale working against the zone. Ball's going to swing out to Pins. Now she'll kick it over to Pruitt, whose three-pointer is no good, and rebounded by Chloe Nickel. Nickel's looking to push now for Pella Christian as she gets into the paint. Shot no good. And it'll be Pella Christian basketball as German checks back in for Pruitt. So Pella Christian basketball here. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. It's been Urbandale knocking down a couple of long balls that's been the difference in an 8-2 game. Addie Van Arendonk with the only 2 points for Pella Christian at the moment as Chloe Nickel drives and gives it up to Rachel Keck-Marinsky. That is again, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
And a great feed from Chloe Nickel to Jessa DeVries that results in Rachel Keck-Marinsky's first 2 points. It cuts the lead in half to 8-4 with 3.5 to play in the first quarter for Urbandale.
Yeah, a little bit of a hockey assist there from Chloe to Jess on the Jess had a nice back cut and was able to dish it off to Rachel.
Yeah, Wadier tried another three-pointer, would have been her third of the night already. Off back iron, rebounded by Rachel Keck-Marinsky, given up to Chloe Nickel. Nickel pressured by Pins, but Nickel driving, able to get it to Van Arendonk, who will be fouled. And the Eagles finding success at the rim as the foul called on Alyssa Pins is her first and Urbandale's second.
Yeah, they've been able to get in the paint a few times, which is good, because anytime you can do that, it's going to suck the defense up, put that defender in a spot where they've got to make a decision, and they've been coming up to the ball, which has led to a couple dump-offs, and able to capitalize on a make and now get to the free throw line, even though we couldn't convert the first one by Addie. But I still like the action and keep putting pressure on them in the half court.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're trying to do there. As Van Arendonk off back iron on the second one, but Bryn Runner comes down with the offensive board and puts it in, and it's 8-6. Pella Christian trailing Urbandale. Mia German will give it up to Wadier. Ball swings. Three-pointer is long by number 1, Natalie Hagan. And then Pella Christian with the board. Bryn Runner in transition, high off the glass, no. Addie Van Arendonk down with the board, and she's triple teamed and comes out. And John Mumm takes a full Pella Motors timeout there. I think Addie made the right decision on that time with basically the entire Jayhawks defense around her.
Yeah, I like what I like there was, Bryn Runner's been a little passive at times so far this season, and I like to see her attack there. I just couldn't get it to go off the glass, but I like the mindset by Bryn there. Just, if you're not comfortable shooting at the perimeter right now, then attack the basket and get that confidence up. So, but by her doing that, that leads to another offensive rebound for Addie. So, first 6 minutes, I've got us with 5 offensive boards already, which is keeping us in this game.
Yeah, that's a huge stat there as we get a game reset wired by Center Point Electric. As Aaron mentioned, 5 offensive rebounds helping Pella Christian early here against the Jayhawks of Urbandale. It is Urbandale leading 8-6 with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. But the Eagles have the basketball with a chance to tie or take the lead here in this one. We do have a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Knoxville trailing Davis County 49-16 in girls basketball at the end of the third quarter. And then I think I mentioned already Pella boys basketball leading Keokuk 10-9 at the end of the first quarter, but in case I didn't, I did there.
Get it in.
Inbound goes to Rachel Keck-Marinsky for Pella Christian out of the Pella Motors timeout. Now Jessa DeVries with a driving lane to the basket, and she gets fouled. Yeah. Just a little bit slower getting up.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty clean block up top there by number 1, Hagen, but official said he must have got her with the body, so.
Yep, so Jessa going to go to the free throw line, and she'll knock down the first free throw. So Hagen picking up her first foul, and Urbandale's 3rd of the quarter. DeVries. Second free throw is also good, and we're knotted up at 8-8 with 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Coach Mumm trying to will the team defensively here as Jessa DeVries poked the ball away for a minute. It's still loose, and it's Jessa DeVries finally coming away with it, a 3rd Urbandale turnover. And Rachel Kekmarinsky had her pass to Chloe Nickel tipped, but able to get it, and then Nickel forced the pass in there to Addie Van Arendonk. That one was stolen, and then Urbandale throws it right back over to Pella Christian.
So, a little helter-skelter, so slow it down, get back to what's been working, attacking the paint.
Yeah, Jessa DeVries looking down low for Rachel Kekmarinsky as she didn't see the backside help coming in, and it's a Pella Christian turnover. Let's see, 3-pointer from Wadier, no good. We might have a technical problem in terms of the station. We'll try to get that in a minute. Ava Breams checks in. Is Pella Christian going to go with a big lineup?
So again, just need to be comfortable handling the ball here against the pressure. We've done a really nice job to this point. Hasn't really given us many fits with turning it over. And again, break it pretty comfortably, so that's good to see.
Ava Breams with the basketball on the left side. We'll give it down low to Addie Van Arendonk in the short corner, out top for Rachel Kekmarinsky. She looks to drive, and a tie-up going to be called. It'll stay with Pella Christian on the tie-up.
Yeah, good hands there, tying that one up. We got a sub with Pruitt coming back in the game here.
Yeah, Pruitt returning for Hagen. Looks like we've got whatever the technical problem is fixed. As Jessa DeVries with the ball on the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. She's looking to go to the right. Finds Bryn Runner. 1 on the shot clock. Throws it up. It hits back iron. Loose ball. Finally corralled by Urbandale.
Nice job by Bryn, just getting a shot up there and almost led to another offensive rebound.
Yep, Addie didn't quite see the girl in the corner and got fortunate that Mia German shot it well over the rim. And now Bryn Runner pushing for Pella Christian the other way. She'll give it to Addie Van Arendonk on the right elbow.
Get the ball swung.
Swings it to Jessa DeVries. She'll drive on the left baseline and gets fouled by Mia German, who just picked up her second foul. And the 4th on Urbandale in the quarter. That's one thing that Pella Christian has done really well here in the first quarter. No fouls so far.
Yeah, which, you know, you have to play to your strength. So it's not a great three-point shooting team. And they've recognized that early in the season, and so they've played to their strength, which is getting the ball inside and attacking the paint, and it's been working.
Yeah, Genevieve DeWitt came into the game for German after the foul. Inbound went to Addie Van Arendonk as Ava Breams is driving, kicks it to Rachel Kekmarinsky. Kekmarinsky drives, nice dump down pass to Addie Van Arendonk, who just didn't quite get enough on it. And now the loose ball will be tied up, and it'll go to Urbandale.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell if Addie was just a little too far under the backboard there to get a good angle, but I'd like to see her just power up through that and put that one in. I know she's capable of doing that.
Yeah, and the defense was there.
Definitely made it challenging, yep. So
10 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's going to be a three-pointer attempted by Pruitt, left way short. Now a scramble for the ball underneath the basket, and Jessa DeVries going to get a block on the shot of Genevieve DeWitt. And that will be how the quarter ends. Pella Christian and Urbandale tied at 8 after 1 here on the KRLS2 stream and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. We'll be back inside the Element Siding and Windows radio broadcast booth after this.
Ben Hampton.
Hi,
Hi, I think our furnace went out. It's freezing in our house. I'm not even sure what kind of furnace we have, but I really need you to come fix it.
Okay, don't worry, ma'am. We'll send one of the big trucks.
Van Haften Plumbing and Heating's fleet of big trucks rolling around the Marion County area don't just look cool. These big trucks are well stocked with extra parts and supplies to get the job done quicker so that your house can warm up quicker. It's another reason you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
Hi, this is Allie, owner of Thistle's Flower Market. Whether you're planning a wedding, hosting an event, or looking to brighten someone's day, let us help you make it unforgettable. From stunning wedding florals to everyday gift deliveries, we're here to bring joy and beauty to your special moments. Located in downtown Pella, Thistle's has been serving our community for almost 40 years. Thistle's Flower Market, making every moment unforgettable.
Welcome back here on the KRLS2, streaming on the Pella Christian YouTube channel inside the Element Siding and Windows radio broadcast booth. It's Pella Christian and Urbandale tied at 8 at the end of the first quarter. And the Eagles with the basketball to start out the second as Bryn Runner going to find a cutting Sophia Slaughter, try to get it to Rachel Kegmarinsky, and the ball ends up in the hands of Jessa DeVries, who is fouled with the aggressive defense of Riley Pruitt, who just picked up her first foul and Urbandale's first foul of the quarter, but 5 overall, and Urbandale now in the game, and Pella Christian still has not been called for one as Urbandale trying to take away Jessa DeVries fairly heavily. Ball swings from Rachel Kegmarinsky to Chloe Nickel. A nice drive, but off the back iron. Rebounded by Sophia Slaughter, however. And Bryn Runner with it. Bryn will find Rachel Kegmarinsky.
Good patience by Bryn there.
Yep, Sophia Slaughter defended by Pruitt and is able to get the ball back to DeVries. Now to Slaughter. Slaughter on the right wing. Finds a cutting Bryn Runner. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Chloe Nickel. Nickel drives again. Her shot off of the back, or off the side of the rim, and the Eagles knock it out of bounds.
Again, 2 good paint touches there offensively, just unable to convert those at the rim. So
yeah. And on the other end, Wadier gets an open look at a 3 and shot it too strong. And I think might have gotten away with the travel, did number 12, Genevieve DeWitt. But regardless, the ball ended up in the hands of number 13, Alyssa Pins. She missed the shot, and the ball went out of bounds off Pella Christian as German back into the game for DeWitt. And the ball goes out to number 3, Pruitt. And Urbandale doing a good job moving the ball against the Eagles' zone defense. Wadier looking to drive on DeVries. Eagles did a nice job crashing, but the ball finds Ella Schott, who gets fouled. The first foul of the game on Pella Christian went on Sophia Slaughter, her first, team's first of the game.
yeah, and the worst thing about that was you had the shot clock down to 3, and you'd work so hard for the possession to keep Urbandale out of the paint and take everything away, and then there's just a slight lapse defensively and leads to a foul at the rim. So just like to see them finish out those possessions. You guard for that hard for that long, just like to finish that out.
Yeah, Schott makes the second one. So Urbandale up 10-8 now, and a miscommunication between Rachel and Chloe on the inbounds pass results in the first turnover of the quarter for Pella Christian, as German had come back out of the game on that last possession with number 2, Hallie Crowdis, coming back in.
Just got to communicate on these, talk through it.
Now ball swinging for Urbandale as Wadier with it out top. And ball finds its way to the hands of number 13, Alyssa Pins in the corner. She missed the shot, and Jessa DeVries pushing in transition, looking for Sophia Slaughter, who did a great job to save the ball and find Jessa DeVries. Ball to the left side for Bryn Runner, or right side, excuse me, for Bryn Runner. Sophia Slaughter baseline drive, finds Rachel Kekmarinsky over to Chloe Nickel, three-pointer from the left wing. No good. Rachel Kekmarinsky, though, did a great job to throw it off of Urbandale and keep the Pella Christian possession alive.
Yeah, a couple real nice hustle plays there by the Eagles to extend the possession and now get a new shot clock and keep the ball here. See if they can capitalize on their efforts.
Inbound goes to Rachel Kekmarinsky over to Bryn Runner. Runner looking to drive out to DeVries, over to Nickel. Nickel into the lane, tough shot, no good, rebounded by Urbandale.
It was a tough shot, but she did a great job attacking the paint there.
And a great job getting back on defense by Rachel Kekmarinsky and the rest of the Eagles, results in an Urbandale turnover. Jessa DeVries to a cutting Kekmarinsky. Double team comes and Rachel unable to get it to Addie as the Jayhawks take it away. 10-8, Urbandale leads with 5:06 to go in the second quarter. Wadier with the basketball. She'll shoot it from the left wing, and that's going to be an air ball that'll go out of bounds. So Wadier, after knocking down the first 2 threes she took, has missed the next 4.
I'd say so far, overall, the strategy of the zone for the Eagles has been effective.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got some length out there with Bryn on the perimeter and Rachel, and if Sophia's on the perimeter, so use that to their advantage. And so far, they've done a nice job with that.
Yeah, Ava Breams came into the game for Chloe Nickel there as Bryn Runner with it now out top. Runner is going to get a foul whistled against Riley Pruitt, which is going to be her second foul. The second on Urbandale in the quarter, and now Macy Moore going to check in. Kekmarinsky will inbound to Runner. Runner off the screen of Breams will give it up to Van Arendonk over to Kekmarinsky. DeVries over to Runner on the right side. Runner.
Somebody flashed the high post area.
Finds Kekmarinsky into the middle of the lane, off back iron, and finally secured by Urbandale, and Addie Van Arendonk will pick up the foul there. Rachel, those are shots that normally go for Rachel tonight, just ball not bouncing her way.
Yeah, so like I said, that high post area there was a little bit open. I'd like to see that backside just flash in there and catch, and then you could attack from there or just hit a little jumper.
Yeah, and on the ensuing Urbandale possession, Aubrey Schumann gets a nice catch at about 5 feet, 7 feet, and turns around and knocks down the shot and puts Urbandale up by 4, 12-8 with 4:02 to play in the second quarter. Rachel Kekmarinsky, left wing 3 off the back of the rim and up off the shot clock, out of bounds.
Yeah, and Rachel's been shooting it well from 3 this year, so you don't hate that shot at all.
Yeah.
It was in rhythm. She had a good look at it. I like the confidence to pull that.
And Jessa DeVries will be whistled for the kick ball. So 12-8, Urbandale leads it with 3:52 to go in the second quarter at a game reset wired by Center Point Electric, where they're wired for excellence. Ball will get swung around pretty quickly there by Urbandale. And it'll be number 13 Pins inside. Ball goes back outside. Open look at 3 for number 2. Crowdis was off the mark. Kekmarinsky throws it ahead to Breams. Breams to the basket, tosses it up and in. And Ava Breams cuts Pella Christian's deficit back down to 2, 12-10. 3:19 to go in the second quarter, but on the ensuing Urbandale possession, Pins gets all the way to the basket, knocks down the 5-foot runner, and puts Urbandale back up 14-10 with 3:15 to go in the second quarter. And Joey Aguirre going to take a Pella Motors timeout. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. The Eagles doing a nice job getting the ball into the paint, but just haven't been able to finish the looks.
Yeah, offense has been a little hard to come by. They've had some good looks there. What I liked about Ava on that last one is she's just been patient so far this year. When she's caught the ball in the low post, she's done a nice job. Just with we've seen a couple up and under moves right there. We just see her kind of take her time. One of the things a lot of players do is just they just kind of panic when they get around that rim there. So just for players to be able to slow down and finish. I'd like to see more of that, and maybe some of our attacks, maybe it's better, instead of some one-footed runners, maybe come to a little 2-foot jump stop and make a play off of 2 just be a little more under control at times. But I like the aggressiveness, and the shots will fall.
Absolutely. That's In Case You Missed It, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Bryn Runner going to kick to Kegmarinsky. Now Jessica DeVries to a cutting Ava Breams, who flips up another one, up and in. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness. Ava Breams, 2 for 2 start here in the second quarter, has it 14-12 with 2:47 to go. On the ensuing possession, it's a three-pointer missed by Alyssa Pins. And Pella Christian with a chance to tie or take the lead here again.
Yeah, it looked like Urbandale went zone on that last time out, and the Eagles did a nice job.
Yeah, Bryn Runner got it to Addie Van Arendonk, who tried to power up the shot, no good. On the other end, Macy Moore, three-pointer from the right wing, is an air ball, and Hallie Crowdis, whistled for the foul, her first, team's third. And she'll come out of the game as Wadier comes back in.
Yeah, and Urbandale's doing a really good job of running the floor offensively. So for the Eagles, it's a matter of identifying. Been just a little late on a couple possessions, getting back in transition and left some open threes. Now Urbandale hasn't made them pay for it just yet, but they really got to identify and locate shooters in transition.
Bryn Runner, an open look for three from the left wing, no good. Run down by Pins. Wadier looking to push for Urbandale. And she'll kick it over to Macy Moore. Moore drives into the lane, leaves the shot short and got her own miss, but Addie Van Arendonk ripped it away almost immediately after she got possession. And now Rachel Kegmarinsky gonna drive and toss up the, I think that was a shot.
I'm gonna call it a shot because I gave Addie an offensive rebound.
Okay.
So I can't give her an offensive rebound without that. And Rachel was clearly trying to shoot it.
I was going to say, it was just kind of one of those ones where it's like, she tried to shoot it, it kind of got blocked, and so it's like, it was kind of just a weird play, but regardless, Addie Van Arendonk got it, and Ava Wadier picked up her first foul, and Urbandale's fourth as a team. Bryn Runner, cross court, Jessica DeVries drives in, Runner in the middle of the lane, left it just a little bit short. And it's ahead for Macy Moore. Cross court, Alyssa Pins looks to drive. Jumper over Ava Breams is no good. And Addie Van Arendonk is down with the board.
Yeah, I'd like to see that close out just a little more under control, just to not give up the blow by there.
Jessica DeVries, wide open look for a left wing three is off the mark.
Yeah, you'll take that shot every time.
Wadier trying to direct the offense. His ball now swings to Macy Moore. Looking down low. Schumann, her shot no good. And Addie Van Arendonk is down with the rebound as Ava Breams able to secure it. And it's DeVries in the left corner for Pella Christian with it.
I think everybody's a little tired here with 35 seconds left to go in the half. So settle down, catch your breath, use the shot clock, get a good look here. High post.
Yeah, ball down low for Ava Breams. Up high off the glass. Ava Breams has got 6. How about a Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game as Pella Christian and Urbandale tied at 14-14. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Big momentum possession here to get a stop before half.
Yeah, Ava Wadier with it. Kicks to Pins.
Back screen.
Over to Wadier. Wadier driving on Van Arendonk. Gets the left-handed look, left it well short. And Kegmarinsky threw the heave at the buzzer, no good. But Pella Christian off the play from Ava Breams has knotted this thing up at 14-14 at the break. And again, our Raise the Roof moment of the game is presented by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Who's Always Open, presented by Anytime Fitness as well. Ava Breams a perfect 3 of 3 in the second quarter. Who's Always Open is presented by Anytime Fitness, the 24/7 gym that fits your lifestyle, your fitness, your way. Anytime Fitness. We'll be back with the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show when we return here on KNIA-KRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Again, 14-14, Pella Christian and Urbandale at the half.
Rev up your ride with unbeatable deals at PellaMotors.com. We're dealing so you can drive away happy. Don't miss out on our incredible offers on Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Find your perfect ride at PellaMotors.com.
The battery in the car goes start, 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 start. The battery in the car goes start, start, start. At Central Tire and Auto.
There's only one thing you need your battery to do. Start. If that's a problem this winter, Central Tire and Auto can get you a new battery and back on the road. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Sing along.
At Central Tire and Auto.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. Winter's finally here, and along with it comes the inevitable. That's right, you've heard this before. Along with basketball and wrestling, we get bumper cars, car hockey, and even a little unwanted ditch riding. Accidents happen. At Langstrad Auto Body, we pride ourselves in getting your car in and out quickly and doing a quality repair. Our 100% satisfaction guarantee goes out the door with every vehicle. If your car is in need of some attention, come out and see us at Langstrad Auto Body. You'll be glad you did. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
This holiday season, take the challenge. Shop local. Every dollar spent at a local business helps build the communities we all love. Together, we can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Van Coten from Marion County Bank. I shop local because I love this little town, and supporting small businesses is one way I can help keep its unique charm.
Thanks for shopping local with us this entire year. And from all of us at Marion County Bank, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Did you know many popular plants that we bring into our house during the holidays can be harmful to cats?
Common plants such as poinsettia, holly, mistletoe, amaryllis, and even pine needles are harmful to cats. If your cat is vomiting, drooling, or lethargic, it could be plant poisoning. Please call Van Wyck Veterinary Clinic right away.
If you plan on having any of these plants in your house, keep them out of reach from your cats.
Protect your pet's health at Van Wyck Veterinary Clinic.
Quality, compassion, family.
At Pella Insurance, they strive to provide you with bend-over-backward service to protect your home, auto, business, farm, life, and health. Pella Insurance is a local independent agency that has been serving the Pella community for over 30 years with a mission to provide you with a more holistic approach to your insurance needs. With access to a multitude of industry-leading carriers, they are focused on assisting their customers with protecting and maximizing their assets, resources, and opportunities. Call Pella Insurance at 628-9235.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Yoder, the Tri-County Veterinary Clinic veterinarian. If you're heading out of town for the holidays and your pet can't go along, have him boarded with us. He'll receive exercise 3 times a day, he'll be fed based on a schedule you set up, and he'll be given a nice bath the day before you take him home. To schedule a reservation, call Tri-County Veterinary Clinic at 628-4040, where your pet's good health is our #1 concern.
They're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They do take care of pets because they love them.
If you're ready for a boost that tastes as good as it feels, Bubbler's 12-ounce six-packs are available at your local Hy-Vee. Bubbler is a sparkling water with a boost that packs natural caffeine for a gentle-lipped, zero sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and antioxidants to help you feel your best. Available in over a dozen flavors, you can have a different taste for each day of Christmas. Perfect for long shopping sprees, early morning gift exchanges, or dancing the night away at the New Year's Eve party. Stock up for the holidays. Grab Bubbler 6-packs today at Hy-Vee and make every sip count.
Welcome back to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, their no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop to see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. There we go. Inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. Pella Christian and Urbandale 14-14 at the break. Not been necessarily a huge offensive explosion, as you can tell by the 14-14 mark there on the scoreboard, but I think if you tell John Mumm right now that you're going to be tied at the break with Urbandale 14-14 before the season began, but you're going to be down Chloe Snyder for the year, and then your 2 other primary scorers coming into the season of Jessa DeVries and Rachel Kekmerinsky are only combined for 4 of those 14 points. I think he'd look at you and be like, I'll take that.
Yeah, you take your chances in that scenario there. So unlikely to happen, but that's where they find themselves, and they've got to feel like they've got some confidence here heading into halftime, and wouldn't be possible without your role players stepping up in the big ways in the first half, and the Eagles definitely have that.
Absolutely, they do, and As we go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber here, we'll look at Urbandale first. They are led in scoring by their leading scorer coming into the game. That's Ava Wattier. She has 6 points. She knocked down her first 2 3-pointers and is over 5 since knocking those 2 shots down. Then Mia German, she's got 0. Alyssa Pins with 2. Ella Schott with 4. Riley Pruitt with 0. Natalie Hagan 0. Macy Moore 0. Aubrey Schumann 2. Hallie Crowdis 0. And Genevieve DeWitt 0. For Pella Christian, their scoring goes as such. It's Sophia Slachter, Chloe Nickel held off the scoreboard in the first half there. Then 2 points apiece for Rachel Kakbrinsky, Jessa DeVries, Addie Van Arendunk, and Bryn Runner. And then 6 points for Ava Breams, the only player with more than 2 points here at the break. I don't know that, you like balance in your scoring there. I don't know that that's exactly what Coach Mumm had in mind, but you're going to take it however you can get it, I guess.
It's a long season from November to February and early March in some cases. So it's not always going to be pretty every night out. And some nights you just have to kind of grind, and that's what these girls have done so far this first half, and been able to keep in it and keep their head above water. And you hope the second half that Rachel and Jessa can knock down a few more shots. They've had some good looks the first half.
Yeah.
They just haven't gone. And until that point, though, it says a lot about your role players that they can keep you in the game and step up when you need them to.
Yeah, that's inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber, where every home gets a gig. Join today at PellaFiber.com. Second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. I would say if you're Pella Christian, really the adjustment, I don't know that I have like a true, this is 100% what you need to do, to really put yourself ahead. You just need the ball to go through the basket a couple more times. Really, that's, it sounds simple, but that's really what it feels like that first half came down to, is just needed the ball to go through a couple more times.
So your adjustment is to make more shots?
Yeah, there's really not an adjustment.
No, I know.
And that's not even something you can really truly adjust. You just kind of, you got to get the ball to bounce your way.
Yeah.
That's really the,
yeah.
Other than that, defensively, I thought they played really strong in the first half there. They gave up a couple of threes early, which they already kind of cleaned up. Offensively, they got a lot of really good looks, just didn't get the shots to go.
Yeah, and the first half, both teams kind of showed their hands a little bit in terms of how they're going to approach this game. And for Pella Christian defensively, it was the 2-3 zone. And so sometimes when that's kind of torching you a little bit, certain things about it, you do make some adjustments at halftime, and you talk through some things about what's been really hurting you in that half. But overall, there wasn't a whole lot that did hurt them. They contested a lot of the shots. They got away with a couple times where they didn't identify girls in transition or in the half-court set, and Urbandale was unable to make them pay for it. So one thing to keep an eye on for me, though, is I thought Urbandale did a nice job of kind of getting to that high post area of the ball there a couple times towards the end of the half. So if you're Pella Christian, maybe just talking through at halftime, okay, if the ball does get entered here, just a reminder. You've talked through it at practice, but just a reminder. All right, who's stepping up? Who's rotation from there? How are we playing out of this? So I think just something for me to keep an eye on there defensively, and then offensively, I think they've done a nice job of. We've had some inside touches to kickouts, and which have led to some more drive attacks, paint touches versus just settling for a three, and so maybe just continuing to do that, but also if there's an open three, let's knock it down.
Absolutely, that's our second half adjustments presented by the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service. If it's time for a new garage door for your home or business, stop and see the gurus of garage doors at their new showroom at 908 Roosevelt Road, just west of Pella Christian High School. You've been listening to the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. And we look at the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. We do have some boys scores to report on here. So Pella leading Keokuk 28-20 at halftime. The Pella girls defeated Keokuk 63-49. Knoxville girls fall to Davis County 62-16. Newton girls defeat Des Moines East 53-14. Newton boys lead Des Moines East 14-13 at the end of the first quarter in a Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. And then Pleasantville girls basketball defeated Madrid 47 to 44, and that is the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. And Urbandale starts with the basketball. Wadier on the right wing with it here in quarter number 3.
So PC staying in their zone this half, which we expected. There's that inside touch we talked about.
Yep, they get it to Shot underneath the basket. She'll lay it in, and she's got 6 now for Urbandale. Kek-Marinsky will give to DeVries, and now Runner with it out top.
And if you are Urbandale, you didn't make a ton of threes that first half, so I think your philosophy is just what we saw there, and I'm sure that's what Coach talked about at halftime too, just pushing it in there and attacking from closer in.
Yeah, back to a man-to-man look for Urbandale here in half number 2. This is Bryn Runner with the basketball on the right wing. She'll get it into the paint, but left the shot short, and it'll go to Urbandale.
Again, nice got to her spot, just short-armed a little bit. It's a tough little mid-range there, and kind of get caught in between sometimes of a full jump shot and a layup, and just came up a little short there, but I like the action.
Yep, Wadier with the basketball up top to Shot. Now Shot going to dive into the lane and back out. Wadier at the top of the key. She surveys, kicks it to Pins. Now to a cutting Wadier. And Kek-Marinsky will tie her up, and it'll go to Pella Christian.
Pretty quick on the jump call there, but we'll take it this time.
Yeah.
Maybe not the next time, but now we will.
Exactly.
Check back.
And Kek-Marinsky will bring the ball up here for Pella Christian as the Eagles will have to find a little bit more work here as Urbandale's kind of adjusted their defense to a man that's not really allowing for cuts to the basket as Kek-Marinsky gets the ball back after her pass to Runner got knocked out of Runner's hands. Kek-Marinsky with a good look, shot no good, and then Van Aradonk is whistled for the foul, going for the offensive rebound, which is her second and Pella Christian's first of the quarter.
Yeah, nice job fighting for position. Just couldn't quite get inside, and sometimes you just have to know when to let that go and play on.
Yep, so the second foul on Van Aradonk. Ball swings to the corner for German. He's looking inside for Shot. The ball swings back inside for Shot, working against Van Aradonk. And they say that was clean as Shot went through Van Aradonk, lays it in, makes it 18-14 with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. And then German whistled for the hand check of DeVries, across half court. It's the third foul on German and the first on Urbandale in the quarter.
I'd say it's very obvious that the halftime talk in Urbandale was get the ball inside because that's what they've done.
Yeah, nice ball movement here for Pella Christian. Leads to an open 3 for Jessa DeVries at the top of the key. No good, and the ball on the other end is able to find Pins. And then a charge called on Wadier, her second.
Yeah, just got that arm extended out a little too far there on that one.
Coach Aguirre did not agree. As German checks out of the game with Genevieve DeWitt coming back in. Foul on Wadier's her second and Urbandale's second of the quarter. As ball finally finds its way into Chloe Nickel, and Kek-Marinsky looks to push the other way. Wanting the screen is Kek-Marinsky. Good defense there by Shot, and now it's Bryn Runner with it. Runner has the ball poked away from behind, and it's an Eagles turnover. And on the other end, getting all the way to the basket, shot was no good by Riley Pruitt, but she was fouled on the offensive board by Jessa DeVries, her first. And Ava Breams checks in for Chloe Nickel. So Pella Christian going back to the bigger lineup here.
Yeah, and Avon gave them some really good minutes the first half. You need more out of her the second half here.
Yeah, ball goes into Shot. DeVries got a piece of it. Knocked it out to Wadier. Wadier looking to drive. Nothing there. Kicks it back, and it's a three-pointer on the way by number 13, Pins. No good. And Kek-Marinsky came down with the board. Kicked it ahead to Van Aradonk, who was trying to get her footing and didn't see Breams was open underneath the basket behind her. DeVries drives, finds Van Aradonk under the basket. Van Aradonk will lay it in. She's up to 4 points. And Pella Christian back within two, 18-16. Urbandale with the lead, 4:38 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, good patience by Addie there inside.
Genevieve DeWitt, open look at a three off the side of the backboard, rebounded by Rachel Kek-Marinsky, and DeVries going to push in transition. Down low for Van Arendonk, nice feed to Ava Breams, who will lay it in. Ava Breams with 8 points, and Pella Christian back in a tie with Urbandale, 18-18, 4:15 to go in the third quarter.
Just great ball movement there amongst those girls, keeping the ball moving, getting the easy basket.
Ball swings to Riley Pruitt. She'll drive baseline, able to find DeWitt. Three-pointer is off the mark and rebounded by Addie Van Arendonk.
Keep running, keep running.
DeVries finding Kek-Marinsky. Ava Breams wide open, left-handed lay-in. Pella Christian on top for the first time tonight. How about another Randall Roofing raise the roof moment of the game is Ava Breams into double figures. The only player in the game in double figures has Pella Christian in front, 20-18 with 3:50 to go in quarter number 3.
But again, these are just hustle plays. They're just, your willingness to run the floor, especially as a big. If you can just rim run and get down the floor both ways, offensively, defensively, good things are going to happen. And you get the ball pushed up in transition, you get a big that runs the floor rim to rim, you get one extra pass, and you get a wide open layup there. So credit her teammates for finding her, but also credit Ava for really running the floor hard there on those last couple possessions.
Absolutely. And again, Ava Reams, your only girl in double figures. She's got 10 of 20 for Pella Christian right now as the Eagles take their first lead at 20-18 on our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. We've got Pella Christian leading Urbandale 20-18. Pella boys basketball leading Keokuk 28-20. Knoxville girls basketball fell to 2. Davis County 62-16. Pella girls defeated Keokuk 63-49. Newton defeated Des Moines Easton girls basketball 53-14. Newton boys led 14-13 at the end of the first quarter. Casey Bisler presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. The game known as the Ava Breams game now, as Ava Breams with 10 points has Pella Christian in front for the first time here. Again, that's in Casey Bisler presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
And the game reset here. 3:40 to go in quarter number 3. Pella Christian with a 20-18 lead. Ava Wadier with a missed three-pointer from deep. And then in transition, Pella Christian turns it over there, and then Rachel Kek-Marinsky grabbed the Urbandale defender there that had stolen the pass.
Yeah, that one's a little tough. Just, you want to kick the ball ahead, but sometimes when you're throwing it to the middle of the floor, there's just a lot of traffic there. So I'd like to see that ball moved up the sideline if at all possible there. Maybe put your player in a better position. If they're not open in the middle, then just dribble it up. But
yeah, Penn's throwing it over to Wadier. Jessica DeVries thought better of jumping too much for that pass. And then on the drive, a carry going to be called on Alyssa Penn's. 7th turnover for Urbandale as number 1, Natalie Hagan, checks in for Riley Pruitt.
Looks like they're going to pick up full court here.
Yeah, but I'm going to call this an urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center as the Eagles have got the momentum now. You can't give it up now. As Bryn Runner able to get it up to Ava Breams. Breams in a little bit of trouble. Able to find Runner. Kek-Marinsky three-pointer off back iron, but Runner down with the offensive board and gets fouled. So Kek-Marinsky's 3 off the mark, but Pella Christian gets the offensive board, and Ava Wadier picks up her 3rd foul and the team's 3rd foul. And she checks out of the game with Aubrey Schumann coming in. But again, our urgent situation here. Pella Christian, you got the momentum. You got to keep riding it right now.
Yeah. See if you could stretch this lead out a little bit going into the 4th.
Yeah, Ava Breams with the basketball needs to move with it. Had it poked away and is able to keep the possession for now for Pella Christian. A foul going to be whistled on Natalie Hagan. That'll be her 2nd and the team's 4th. Urbandale did not like that one.
Well, they've been aggressive all night. That's, the league they play in, the conference play in. You have to play like that, and not surprised. And it's just a little over-aggressive a few times, just a little extra body.
Nice move by Jessica DeVries. Finds Bryn Runner now. Again, in our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. Jessica DeVries! There it is. Knocks down the 3. She needed that one. 23-18. Again, our urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. If you need urgent health care today, be seen today at Pella Regional's walk-in clinics in Pella, Knoxville, or Ottumwa. Visit PellaHealth.org for hours wait times as Rachel Kekmarinsky, forces the 8th Urbandale turnover. It's 23-18 Pella Christian. Down low for Van Arendonk, trying to get it to Ava Breams, and the pass got tipped, and it's Pella Christian turnover.
That was the right play. Just got tipped, couldn't get it to her.
Yeah, Genevieve DeWitt able to get it to Hagen. Now driving is Pins. Her shot no good, rebounded by Van Arendonk. And ahead it's Bryn Runner. Nice job by Breams to clear it out, but Runner's shot I think got tipped. And now running in the other way is shot for Urbandale. Cross court, pass to Hagen, and now Pins. Short shot by Schumann is off the mark as you're listening to Pella Christian Basketball powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS2 stream at KNIAKRLS.com. Knoxville Pella Newton and KRLS HD2 Knoxville Pella Newton. Van Arendonk off the feed from Breams, too strong on the shot.
Nice high-low action there with Ava up top, and Addie just not able to finish it there.
Urbandale in transition. A shot gets it into the lane, and a tough shot banked home by Ella Schott. She's got 6 in the quarter. She's now into double figures at 10 points. And 58 seconds to play in the third. Pella Christian with a 23-20 lead.
And we've had a long stretch without a whistle here, so both teams are tired.
Ava Breams throwing it to... Ava Breams throwing it down low for Addie Van Arendonk, and Alyssa Pins intercepted it but was out of bounds almost immediately after. And now Macy Moore checks into the game with, I think, Haley Crowdis back in as well for Urbandale. As the inbound goes to Addie Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk with heavy defense on her, and she'll lose the basketball there for Pella Christian's 10th turnover. On the backside, ball found its way to Crowdis. Now driving, Macy Moore has it taken away. Their 9th turnover for Urbandale.
Well, shot clock's off. See if you can hold for
one. And Van Arendonk didn't see who was in front of her, and the Eagles force another turnover off of their own turnover, and a quick timeout taken by John Mumm and Pella Christian, or a Pella Motors timeout, as we're going to get just a second to catch our breaths here before the end of the third quarter. He just wants to slow it down, set something up, try to get a good possession here before the break.
Yeah, sometimes when you get tired, the simple plays become difficult just because you're not thinking, concentrating just right there. We had an opportunity to hold for one and just didn't recognize it, and then get fortunate enough that you get it back here. So a good call by Coach Mumm here. If you could set something up and get a good look here in the last few seconds, go up possibly 5 or even 6 heading into the fourth quarter, that would be huge. But one thing's for sure.
I mean, every bucket has proved to be important here tonight. I mean, this has not been a game where you feel like it almost feels like if you get up by 7 or 8 points, you might build enough of a cushion to feel pretty good.
Yep.
Well, but Pella Christian did not set up the play correctly here out of the Pella Motors timeout, and we get we had back-to-back turnovers, and another turnover for the Eagles there off of the Urbandale turnover, as Jessica DeVries was trying to keep it alive and ended up with the travel, and Urbandale basically sends
hockey lines.
Yeah. They sent the
offensive
entire new lineup.
Yeah. So big stop here. 11.6 for Pella Christian. Get a stop here going into the quarter. Not let Urbandale get anything easy.
Yep. Inbound goes to Wadier to the corner for Schott. Schott driving on Kekmarinsky.
Just close out.
Back out. Pin. Step back three-pointer. Well off the mark. Wadier tried to save it, and it goes out of bounds to Pella Christian. As Kekmarinsky will inbound it to DeVries. And that'll be how the third quarter ends. It's 23-20. Pella Christian with the advantage at the end of the third. Back inside the Element Sighting and Windows radio broadcast booth after this on KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
At Integrity Comfort Solutions, we've been your local, trusted experts on new construction, plumbing, heating, and cooling for over 50 years. We're excited to now offer service. Don't let a breakdown disrupt your comfort. Let our expert team get you back on track. Call us at 641-628-4093 or visit integrity-comfort.com and let our experts work for you. Integrity Comfort Solutions. Let's get comfortable.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from all of us at Pella Cooperative Electric. Just a reminder, our office will be closed December 24th, 25th, 31st, and January 1st to celebrate the holiday season. We will reopen on Friday, January 2nd. As always, our on-call staff is available for you 24/7 in case of outages or emergencies. Everyone at Pella Cooperative Electric would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Welcome back here in the Element Siding and Windows radio broadcast booth on KNIAKRLS.com and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Fourth quarter starting off, Pella Christian 23, Urbandale 20. Offense hard to come by here tonight in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. But Ava Breams with 10 of the 23 for Pella Christian here in this contest as the Eagles are trying to knock off the Jayhawks of Urbandale. Again, that's in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
They're the veterinarians.
Urbandale trying to set up offensively. They go inside for shot. Good defense there, though. Forces the ball back out. They're looking inside for Wadier. Nothing there, though. Ball to shot. Down low. Wadier trying to move her way through the Eagles' defense. Got a good look, but off the back of the rim. And it'll be Kek-Marinsky bringing it up for Pella Christian to set up the offense. Oh.
Nice job by Ava there, just walling up defensively down low. Not trying to do too much.
Yeah, it's Addie Van Arendonk with the ball, heavily defended. Finds Bryn Runner. Runner was looking to drive. Instead gives it up to Kek-Marinsky. To Ava Breams. Surveys to DeVries. Kek-Marinsky over to Runner. Runner driving the baseline. Ball swings to Breams. Over to DeVries, but it results in a shot clock violation.
Yeah, a good idea. If it's a good pass, it leads to an open shot. Jessica kind of leaked out there and just got a little sped up with the clock running down there, I think.
Yep, and shot goes inside for Wadier. Breams gets the block. Gary wanted a foul called on the push there, as he's going to call a timeout after Wadier got the second attempt to go. A Pella Motors timeout here taken by Urbandale. As we do have a couple of Pingles Home Store Instant Radio updates to give real quick. Newton 29, Des Moines East 26 at the half in boys basketball, and then Knoxville 28, Davis County 2 in boys basketball. Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard one final time here. Last look, Pella led Keokuk 28-20 at halftime in boys basketball. Knoxville boys basketball leads Davis County 28-2 at the end of the first. Newton leads Des Moines East 29-26 at the end of the second quarter, or at halftime. Newton girls basketball defeated Des Moines East 53-14. Knoxville girls basketball lost to Davis County 62-16. Pella girls basketball defeated Keokuk 63-49. That's the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Bryn Runner will inbound to Rachel Kek-Marinsky. As Urbandale going to put a little bit of pressure on. The ball finds its way into the hands of Jessa DeVries. DeVries will give it up to Runner. Runner to Breams up top. She was looking for Van Arendonk down low, wasn't there. And now Kek-Marinsky off of a screen. She'll look to drive. Tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Urbandale.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in there. Couple girls stepped over. They're doing a nice job of making sure Rachel doesn't beat them in that capacity.
Yeah, Wadier right down the lane, but threw it up too hard off the backboard. No good. It is now DeVries. We'll give to Bryn Runner on the left side, the left wing. Pella Christian moving from left to right. Van Arendonk. Nothing really doing there. Is Urbandale able to apply pressure? Kek-Marinsky going to try a left wing three, off the mark. Ahead, the ball goes to Ella Schott. Defended by Kek-Marinsky. She'll give it up to Wadier. Wadier three-pointer off the right side. Shot with the offensive board, puts it up and in. And Urbandale back on top 24-23.
Yeah, big offensive rebound there. And these low-scoring affairs, every possession just gets magnified, and you've just got to make sure you're cleaning up the offensive boards every time.
Jessa DeVries' pass is taken away by Mia German, and she'll roll in the layup on the other end. And a Pella Motors timeout taken by John Mum now. Sensing, I think his team is a little bit tired here. He takes a full Pella Motors timeout. Game reset wired by Centerpoint Electric. Pella Christian 23, Urbandale 26. 5:18 to go in the fourth quarter here. And it's another urgent situation presented by Pella Regional Health Center. It's Pella Christian, it feels like on this possession, has to have an answer.
Yeah, you really need to get a score here. So, if you're the coaching staff, you're just talking through what's, what play, maybe not specific, but more of a concept is going to give us the best opportunity to score. Is that a high-low action? Is that an inside-out action and get a good look for a three? But like we said, these lower-scoring games, possessions get magnified. We haven't had a lot of free throws tonight total from either team, so it'd be no fouls yet on either team this quarter. So if it does become a free throw contest, we'll see what happens. But you can't count on points from the line right now. It's not like you're in the bonus early and you can just ride that out the rest of the quarter. So what, like I said, what's going to give you the best chance to score? Urbandale's definitely got some momentum. They're going to keep coming at you. So you just got to fight that off and see if you can get a good look here and get a stop following that.
Yeah, Bryn Runner going to be the inbounder here for Pella Christian. Goes to Rachel Kegmarinsky, and it got knocked out of bounds by Urbandale. So Pella Christian retains the possession. Chloe Nickel came into the game for Ava Breams at the dead ball there as well. Battling for position already is Chloe Nickel. His Runner is looking for someone to inbound it to.
There you go. Got
it into Kegmarinsky, and now Runner will push the other way against the trapping defense of Urbandale. DeVries in the corner finds a cutting Kegmarinsky. Now over to Runner. Runner looking to drive, gets it back to Chloe Nickel. Up top for DeVries. DeVries going to allow the offense to set up. Nothing there for DeVries. Cross court to Chloe Nickel. She'll drive with 8 on the clock. Her shot was too strong. Van Arendonk was down with the board.
Shoot.
And is the foul called on Urbandale before she could get the shot off.
We'll take the shot. But on the floor. So.
Foul on Mia German is her fourth. Urbandale's first of the quarter. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Pella Christian trailing Urbandale 26-23. Kegmarinsky looking to drive on shot. Nice look, and Kegmarinsky with her first points of the second half. Pulls Pella Christian back with a 26-25.
Yeah, offense for her has been tough to come by tonight, but she did a nice job just staying patient there, worked herself into a good low position, was able to connect.
Yeah, Pinn's going to throw it down low for shot, and then Arendonk takes it away on the pass of shot to Wadier. Chloe Nickel inside for Van Arendonk. Finds Runner. DeVries, open look from the left wing, in and out. And Van Arendonk had it knocked out of her hands, and it'll stay with Pella Christian.
Yeah, I like the ball movement there, though. Get it down, out to Bryn, and one more over to Jessica. Got a good look, just off the rim, but keep the possession alive.
Inbound goes to Van Arendonk. Runner had the ball poked away for a second by Runner to Van Arendonk. Nickel drives to the basket, and there's the bucket that Chloe's been looking for all that long. She's had that one a couple times, finally got that one to go. Pella Christian back on top, 27-26, 3:57 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, nice job by Addie looking opposite there when she caught it. The backside wing's typically going to be open, and she did a good job of finding her.
Alyssa Pins down low for Ella. Her shot no good, rebounded by Rachel Kegmarinsky, and she's going to run in transition. Gave it up to DeVries. Now the 14-footer for Kegmarinsky. No. And Van Arendonk had the rebound, had it knocked out, and as she was trying to regain the possession, threw it off of her shin, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, so Rachel kind of got caught in between there of the three and the, just inside the three-point line. So, but still almost came away with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and I don't mind that shot either, because the three is not falling for her, unfortunately. Mia German gets trapped down low and loses it out of bounds. They say it's Pella Christian ball. German does not agree.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a interesting call there. As Kegmarinsky will catch the inbound, give it back to Runner.
It's clear out.
Back to Kegmarinsky.
Clear out.
As Kekmarinsky has the speed advantage there. Tries to throw it up to Runner, and Runner couldn't catch it.
Yeah, if it's, just a man press there, once you get it in, just like to see it clear out. Now, Urbandale has been doing a little running jump out of that, so you still got to be mindful. You can't just leave her back there on an island, but Rachel's got the speed and the handle. She can get around that.
Yeah, Pins will give it up to Schott. Over to Pins, left wing 3, and that one is good. Pins' first bucket of the second half. Urbandale back on top, 29-27. Chloe Nickel with it. Able to give it up to Jessa DeVries up top. Flashes to Addie Van Arendonk. Van Arendonk, nothing doing there. Now Van Arendonk in a drive. Finds Bryn Runner. Left wing 3 off back iron. Kekmarinsky with a great save to Addie Van Arendonk, though, who will lay it in. What a play by Kekmarinsky and Van Arendonk.
Kind of falling out of bounds, and Addie was the right place, right time, and got it to her.
On the backside there, on the other side, Riley Pruitt airballed the 3, but it literally went right to Ella's shot underneath the basket.
Yeah,
and she gets fouled by Addie Van Arendonk, her third and the team's first of the quarter.
And we've talked about those in previous games, that you expect it to hit something as a defender. And when it airballs, it just advantage goes to the offensive player at that point. And that's what happened there, and that's the way it goes. So she's got to battle through and come back.
Pingles Home Store Instant Radio update. Pella 70, Keokuk 46 final in boys basketball. And Schott makes it a perfect 4-of-4 on the night. She's the only girl to shoot free throws for Urbandale here in this one. And it's 31-29 Jayhawks, as Bryn Runner will give it up to Rachel Kekmarinsky, who will get it across half court. Kekmarinsky into the lane, gets a great look, and Kekmarinsky buries the 7-footer to put Pella Christian back in a 31-31 tie with Urbandale. Ella Schott just got it to Pins before a travel. Nia German gonna try the 3, no. And Rachel Kekmarinsky gonna be down with the board. Kekmarinsky running in transition, will give it up to Chloe Nickel. Nickel in transition, puts up the 10-footer. Shot no good, and a foul gonna be called on Urbandale. Not sure what it was for.
I think he had a push in the back from.
And it went on Mia German. That's her 5th. She'll foul out now with 2 points. And Chloe Nickel will be the inbounder for Pella Christian, able to get it into Jessa DeVries. And DeVries will pick up the foul on number 1, Hagen.
Yeah, still not close to the bonus here, so 2 more to go yet. But again, if you're Pella Christian, just stay aggressive.
Well, and honestly, it gives you a chance to breathe here a little bit too.
Because we haven't played a lot of girls tonight, so
yeah,
the bench has got shrunk down a little bit. Inside.
Nice job by Rachel Kekmarinsky to find Addie Van Arendonk. Pella Christian back on top, 33-31. A minute 33 to go in the 4th quarter.
There's no backside help from Urbandale there, and the Eagles took advantage of it.
Alyssa Pins, they're going to kick it over to Riley Pruitt. Pruitt hesitates. Now it's going to Schott. Schott going to drive, and her shot from 10 feet is good, and we're tied back up at 33-33, a minute 15 to go in the 4th.
Don't force it.
Oh, Chloe threw it inside for Van Arendonk, but Riley Pruitt came over and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Urbandale adjusted there that time. You could see that double team. As soon as she kind of stared it down, that backside girl was coming hard there, and unfortunately knocked it out of bounds, so we keep possession. But
yeah, inbound went to Rachel Kekmarinsky. She'll drive, tough shot off the back of the rim. And out of bounds on Urbandale.
50-50 call there.
Yeah, as I say, I couldn't tell you who that actually went out on. Game that's been about as even as can be tonight. Chloe Nickel will get the inbound into Addie Van Arendonk. She'll face up on Ella Schott. Finds Kekmarinsky at the elbow. Kekmarinsky, middle of the lane. Banks it home. Kekmarinsky now up to 8 points. Pella Christian back on top, 35-33. 45 seconds to play, or 46 seconds to play. Timeout. Urbandale. I believe that might be. No, they got 2 left.
Should have 1 left.
1 left. That's right.
Yep.
So 1 timeout remaining for Urbandale as Joey Aguirre wants to talk things over for Urbandale.
So now it kind of goes the other way, right? Offensively, if you're Urbandale, what actions, what concepts give you the best opportunity to score here? They've done a nice job working the ball inside the second half and have been able to capitalize on that a few times. So with a 2-point game, 46 seconds on the clock, they've got some options. You don't have to settle for a 3, but if they feel most comfortable that that's going to give them the best chance, then that might be what they do. But otherwise, I would expect them to try to get a quick 2, tie this up here, and if you miss, give yourself a chance at the offensive rebound. And if you're the Eagles, as soon as that shot goes up, you got to identify somebody to box out. You've got to clean up the glass here on this possession.
Absolutely. I got to point this out too, Aaron. We haven't got a chance to talk about this the entire quarter. We have double digits in a quarter as teams.
We've got an offensive explosion.
12 points for Pella Christian in the quarter and 13 for Urbandale in the quarter.
Not all that dissimilar to what the boys pulled off at Oski last Friday night, where we were scratching our head at halftime.
No doubt about that.
It was picked up, so this is more entertaining for sure. But it's not for lack of effort. These girls are playing hard.
Oh, they've played great tonight. I was just saying, for the first time, we've got something to work there offensively.
Yeah. So.
Urbandale on the ensuing possession had a ball tipped as they're looking for Wadier. Oh, Jessica DeVries nearly anticipated the pass there, just not quite able to get there in time as she's whistled for her second foul. Just the second on Pella Christian here.
Yeah, but it does reset the shot clock, which means it's now off. So,
Wadier with it. 2 pins. Over to Wadier. Wadier up top to pins. Over to Macy Moore, and Macy Moore traveled.
Yeah. She just kind of got caught in between there.
And the tough part about that is that's a freshman who's probably not been in that spot before.
Yeah, and she knew she had a teammate open there in the corner and just got a little bit ahead of herself and sped up. But with that being said, the Eagles have to take care of the ball here. Still a foul to give for your Urbandale, so you can be aggressive, try for a steal, and you have to get it back.
Urbandale with substitutions to try to get a little more speed in there.
Yep.
Took out Wadier and shot.
Yep.
And Bryn Runner, the inbounder here, throws it ahead to Addie Van Arendonk.
Relax.
And Van Arendonk will be fouled by Haley Crowdis, her second, Urbandale's fourth.
So now this is, if you're Pella Christian, this is where you want to make sure, because the next foul is shooting, so you want to make sure your best free throw shooter is getting the ball here on the inbounds, because they're coming. So
ideally you want the ball to Rachel or Jessa. Yep, and there it is Kekbritsky gets fouled. These will be her first free throws of the night.
Yeah, and you're okay with that. I think if I had to guess, I don't have it in front of me, that Jessa's probably a little better percentage-wise, but, Rachel's been a little more in the flow of the game here this half, and so she's the moment's not too big for her. She's just got to step up and knock them down.
Absolutely. Rachel's good on the first free throw. So at minimum, as long as you don't foul, they have to hit a 3-pointer.
Yep, and we talked about this in the boys' game last week too. Depending on how much time's left, Urbandale still has a timeout. So on a made basket, they're going to stop the clock. And
Kekbritsky makes them both. 37-33, Pella Christian leads it with 12 seconds to play. Macy Moore to the corner. 3-pointer is long. Rebound out of bounds off of Urbandale.
So just got to get the ball in, set up some type of maybe a stack or a 4 across.
Substitutions here for the Jayhawks as back in are Pruitt and Crowdis. And John Mom calls his final Pella Motors timeout of the game. He wants to set up the press breaker here, up 4 with 7.8 seconds to go. He wants to make sure that they run the play to get the ball into the hands of, I would imagine, Jess or Rachel.
Yep, probably going there, and these are good things to work on. You can do these things in practices, and all coaches have situational portions of practice where you work through some of these things, and sometimes you're getting a look from a JV squad or something like that, and it's not always comparable to what you see in a game. So if nothing else, this is a chance for them to execute today, but also this is something moving forward that you get in this position again and maybe late February in a postseason game, and you have to be able to get the ball in bounds and secure the ball here. So this is a good situation for them to be in.
Absolutely. So Bryn Runner will be the inbounder. Pella Christian with a 37-33 lead over Urbandale here. with 7.8 seconds to go in the game. Runner to DeVries. Ball knocked out of bounds by Urbandale. And the foul called on number 2, Haley Crowdis, her third, team's 5th. So, or 6th, I think it is, but either way, Jessa DeVries is at the free throw line. Urbandale will make their defensive substitutions with Wadier and Schott coming back in as DeVries goes to the free throw line and makes the first one. DeVries up to 6 points now on the night. Bengals Homestar Instant Radio update. Newton 43, Des Moines East 35 heading into the fourth quarter. Knoxville 50, Davis County 14 going into halftime. Jessa DeVries makes the second free throw. It's 39-33, Pella Christian on top. Alyssa pins three-pointer off the front of the rim. Addie Van Arendonk secures the rebound, and Pella Christian hangs on to knock off the Jayhawks of Urbandale. What a hard-fought, gritty win for this Pella Christian squad, proving that they are a team that can win those close physical games after a really kind of a stretch there where they played some teams that they were just definitely better than.
Yeah, so tonight was definitely a step up in competition for the Eagles, and you saw that from the physicality standpoint that Urbandale had, just pressuring the ball and something we haven't seen consistently at this point. PCM a little bit, but this was a little different style. So to see them fight through on a night where offense was difficult, their defense kind of led the way until it got going, and you got some key contributions from a lot of girls, and it's good to see. It's, you know, every coach would say I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty, right? So
yeah.
You'll take that.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be back with the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show after this on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
At Element Siding and Windows, we do it right the first time. Hi, I'm Andrew Thomason, owner of Element. We're locally owned and proud to have the same dedicated team on every project, the same faces you'll see from start to finish, no random subcontractors. We don't leave your project until it is complete and you are completely satisfied. Your details and your budget matter to us, and we'll work with you to bring your vision to life. You have a dream, we'll make it happen. Find us on Facebook at Element Siding and Windows.
More than 3,000 homes in Pella are enjoying 1 gig of fast, reliable fiber internet from Pella Fiber. Why not you? It's only $75 a month with no contract, no installation fees, no data caps, and no throttling. And if there's ever an issue with your service, Pella Fiber is a local utility with local employees to get it fixed quickly. Make the switch today and join the more than 3,000 homes in Pella getting a gig for just $75 a month by going to PellaFiber.com.
This holiday season, do something special and unique for your staff. Make a date for building porch pots at Vandenberg's Greenhouse in Albia. Vandenberg's has hosted many businesses for an afternoon of fun and camaraderie as staff design and build holiday porch pots. For more information and booking an afternoon of porch pots at Vandenberg's Greenhouse, call 891-0035. Remember, Vandenberg's Greenhouse also has great holiday decorating ideas for indoors and out. Vandenberg's Greenhouse in Albia, worth the short drive.
As you gather with family and friends during the holiday season, your health and safety is important to Knoxville Hospital and Clinics. Regular checkups and preventative care help support a healthy lifestyle year-round. Don't be a Scrooge and spread illnesses to your family, friends, and neighbors. Remember, wash and sanitize your hands often and stay home if you're sick. Happy holidays from your neighbors, your healthcare providers, and your community partner, the Knoxville Hospital and Clinics.
Welcome back to the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show here on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel. Pella Christian defeating Urbandale 39-33 in a very, very hard-fought win. Aaron, just, before we get into some of our sponsorship stuff here on the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show, where Scooters Coffee and Pella, they have amazing people, amazing drinks. They're amazingly fast as well. Just a lot of grit shown by a team that's already already had to deal with a lot of adversities this season. They've had to play some teams that they were just significantly better than. They've had some rough goes, ups and downs. Tonight was just one of those really impressive showings for this team.
Yeah, certainly was. And you knew coming into this that Urbandale was going to be a little different style than what you've seen to this point. With them being a little bigger school, wanting to come in and set the tone, and I thought our girls handled it pretty well, all things considered. And again, on a night where the points were hard to come by, you just have to find ways to stay and keep your team in the game. And there was a number of girls that stepped up to do that tonight at different times, which was what it took.
Absolutely. Let's look at our McKay Group Radio key play and player of the game. The key play. I don't know that I usually go to like a set play. The high-low action, though, tonight. I know you mentioned this a couple of times, too. Getting that ball, free throw elbow area up top there, dumping the ball down into the low block for Ava Breams, Addie Van Arendonk, Rachel Kakmarinsky, whoever it was. That really felt like the difference in this game tonight.
Yeah, because, we didn't shoot a ton of three-pointers, but we also didn't shoot it real well tonight. So the points had to come from inside, and so just thinking through that was really critical. Talking about key players of the game, I know you've got one that probably comes to mind that we've kind of talked about that we really weren't expecting to step up tonight, but she did. So I'll let you take that. But I had Addie Van Arendonk for 13 rebounds unofficially. Yeah. So
and she played well,
and she was able to score just enough down there. But 4 offensive boards, and as a team, 11 offensive boards, which are just extra possessions. And Addie was a big part of that early on, getting a couple offensive boards in to kind of set the tone. And then just I thought she did a nice job, had real good hands down there, snagging a couple other rebounds. So kind of an unsung hero, I guess, for me. I'll go with Addie for one of the key players of the game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think on most nights I would look at Addie and give Addie the nod on that one, but I've already dubbed this the Ava Breams game, and so it'd be hard to have the Ava Breams game and not have Ava Breams be the player of the game. I mean, I think I don't know what her career high is or where this lines up with that, but I mean every single one of her points was huge. Not to mention, she was a perfect 5 of 5 from the field. I mean, they were all great looks right around the rim. And overall, I thought she just played a really smart game, too. She took care of the basketball really well, made good decisions with the basketball. On a night where there were some tired legs, there were some tired just players just in general, I felt like she just constantly made the right play at the right time and put her teammates in positions to succeed, and her teammates vice versa helped her get into positions to succeed. That is my player of the game.
Yeah, certainly. She didn't try to do too much. So I thought defensively she did a great job, especially in the second half when Urbandale decided at halftime they were going to try to get the ball inside because their threes weren't falling. And I thought, we got beat a couple times there, but when Ava came in, I thought she just did a really nice job of just walling up inside there, giving them something to shoot over. She's tall, she's got long arms, so that was just as big as the points. And then, yeah, I'm sure she'd be the first to credit her teammates on the scoring end of it too, just the beneficiary of an extra pass here or there. But also, we talked about it during the game. I mean, those don't happen if Ava doesn't run the floor, and she did a great job. Sometimes you're only going to play a few minutes, and the coach says, hey, just give me everything you got for a few minutes, and that's exactly what she did tonight. So good for her. It was awesome to see.
Absolutely. That's our McKay Group Radio key play and player of the game. Auto, home, business, commercial, and life and health insurance covering you in Knoxville and Oskaloosa. Tonight's final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency. I'll let you start with the rebounds you got there, and we'll kind of tally things up between them both.
Yeah, so, we rebounding was kind of a two-headed monster tonight. So Addie I had with 13 and Rachel with 12, again unofficially, but between those two combined for 25 boards. They really controlled the low block there with that. Bryn chipped in a nice 3 offensive boards there, which, again, just extra possessions. Ava with a couple rebounds, so kind of spread out after that. But really, Rachel and Addie, combining for 12 and 13 respectively was huge. And then, being able to share the ball on top of that a little bit, had to be pushing close to double digits with assists. Again, that just comes from that, coaches will say it, one more, like give me one more pass, and sometimes that leads to a better shot. So that was kind of good to see from those girls in a lot of different areas.
Absolutely. What I've got here for Urbandale, not much in the way of scoring. Aubrey Schumann had 2 points. Mia German had 2 points. Alyssa Pins had 5. Ava Wadier had 8. Ella Schott had 16 to lead the Jayhawks. The Eagles scoring looks like this. Bryn Runner and Chloe Nickel each with 2 points in the contest. Jessica DeVries got to 7. Addie Van Arendonk got to 8. Rachel Kegmerinsky and Ava Breams each finish with 10. And those are tonight's final stats presented by the Verdeft Agency. Let Chad, Lancer, and Larry examine your stats, customize an insurance plan for you. The Verdeft Agency providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. Go ahead and take a time out. We're hoping to be joined by a player here in a little bit. Otherwise, we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about the Eagles' next game on Thursday, and we'll kind of wrap things up at that point when we return on the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show on KNIA, KRLS.com, and on the Pella Christian YouTube channel.
At Pella Corporation, we believe in doing the work you're most proud of. We encourage our team to volunteer, mentor, and support meaningful causes in our community. Our commitment to giving back helps create stronger, more vibrant neighborhoods. Join us in making a positive impact by getting involved with a cause that resonates with you. Together, we can build a brighter future for everyone. Because at Pella Corporation, we're building more than just windows and doors.
At Laley, located here in Pella, would you believe that our elves are busy building robots that milk and feed cows? We enjoy giving the gift of robotic equipment to hardworking dairy producers year-round. Our robots allow more time for dairy producers to spend together. It's really the gift that keeps on giving. And by the way, isn't that what the holidays are all about? Laley's holiday challenge for you: slow down, appreciate life's gifts, and focus on the real reason for the season. Happy holidays from our family at Laley, Farming Innovators.
As fall sports and activities start up again, being able to move without pain is essential. The experts at Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy have the experience and knowledge to help you put an end to your pain and reach your full potential. With our passion for restoring hope through movement, we tailor an exercise program to fit your specific needs and goals. Kinetic Edge has clinics located in Pella, Newton, Oskaloosa, Elbia, Centerville, Colfax, Des Moines, and Ames. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
What do great painting results look like? At Spain Painting, it's a flawless finish that stands the test of time. Hi, I'm Levi Spain, and our team delivers bold, clean, professional results inside and out. Crisp lines, smooth walls, colors that elevate your space and hold up for years. Whether it's a home makeover or a fresh look for your business, we're focused on results that you'll love every time you walk through the door. Spain Painting in Pella. Experience, quality, results.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, welcome back to the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show here on KNIA, KRLS.com. Had to get a quick photo before we had our player come up here. While she's making her way up here, we'll talk a little bit about the Eagles' next game. Van Meter is going to be who they play on Thursday, and Pella Christian going into that with a impressive little streak here. Just a really good start to the season, but again, going to be another tough test against Van Meter on Thursday night. Oh.
Yep, it always is. So I haven't delved into them too much yet at this point, but they'll come, be prepared. They'll come ready to play hard, and our girls will be riding a nice emotional high after tonight's win, and I fully expect that momentum to carry over into Thursday night. And if this young lady to my left has anything to say about it, it should be another good, fun outing.
Absolutely. We're going to let them switch out the headsets here. Just a phenomenal game here for Pella Christian. So they're going to change out the seats, and we'll be ready to roll here With our continuing coverage of Iowa high school athletics, we're joined now by Pella Christian senior girls basketball player Ava Breams following a really impressive showing here on a night where offense was hard to come by. Ava Breams goes 5 for 5 with 10 points. Ava, just starting off a really fun, high-energy, intense game throughout. What was kind of the emotions following the win in the locker room?
Yeah, a lot of emotions following the game. In the locker room, it was super fun. It was a really fun game to play, super close. So grateful for this team and this opportunity. Yeah, just really good win tonight. Really fun to be in the locker room celebrating with the team.
And I'm going to go back to really early on in this game before we talk about the really fun parts of the game. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start there. Urbandale got off to a nice little stretch there early in the contest, knocked down a couple of threes. Coach Mum called a timeout, and, it felt like really from that point on things kind of changed. What was kind of that message early in that game to kind of get things going on the defensive end of the floor and kind of take away some of the looks that they got there in the first couple minutes?
Yeah, really that message during that first timeout through after those big shots from Urbandale was really just to focusing on our scout and playing our game and not letting what they're doing impact how we play our game.
And on the offensive end of the floor, it felt like there was an adjustment as well for this Eagles squad facing an Urbandale team that had a little bit of size, but you guys used a little bit more of your size to your advantage here in this contest. What was kind of the message there on the offensive end of the floor to be able to allow the post play to really take over for Pella Christian?
Yeah, really to just focus on working down low and using our position to get good position for the basket because our outside shooters were being double teamed. So yeah, really just focusing on finding those open gaps.
And obviously, at times tonight, it got really difficult, too. It got pretty congested there in the lane where Urbandale did a really good job at closing in on some of those. And you guys just never really seemed to get away from that as well. How big was it to just be able to have the play of the post really kind of take control of this game?
Yeah, really just to focus on the play of the post would allow us to open up the outside if they collapse, or vice versa if it would really open it up for the post if they were open on the wing. Not open on the wing.
And as we mentioned it, right now, you mentioned that the shots tonight got some open looks from the perimeter, had some open looks, but it felt like offensive rebounding was a big key. And when you guys did that, a lot of opportunities going straight up rather than, it felt like in years past where you get those offensive boards, you take it back to the ground and, maybe lose the basketball.
Yeah, of course. Definitely rebounding played a really good part. Definitely use our big feet to create space to rebound for the basketball. It played a huge role in this game tonight.
And again, we're talking to Ava Breams, a member of the Pella Christian girls basketball team here following a big 39-33 win over Urbandale, too. As a team, too, right, you had some of these games where you went into it kind of knowing that you were the better team tonight. Obviously not the case here as well. How big of a boost for this team is it to have, a win like this under the belt, knowing that it didn't come easy and you were able to, you had to work for everything you got tonight?
Yeah, it feels really good to be able to know that feeling that our work in practice is paying off, and I think it gives us just confidence and a bit of a momentum swing into these next two games on Thursday and Friday this week against some big schools.
And looking at your performance, too, I mentioned it off the top, 5 for 5 here tonight for 10 points. You were 3 for 3 at Oskaloosa, so you've made your last 8 shot attempts, and, a lot of that credit to the team as well. The offense, it feels like, working at a high rate, even though, the points tonight had some open looks that didn't fall, but overall this offense just really gelling all the way across the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely have to work as a team, continue to see the open spots on the floor to work through our offense and definitely work together. It's not a one-man job, and definitely we all need each other.
And this team in the midst of a busy week, too. So how big is that, too, to start off on the right note here against an Urbandale team, knowing that you've got Van Meter, you've got Norwalk, and a little bit of a sprint here to the Christmas break?
Yeah, definitely big confidence booster going into these next couple games. Definitely focus on, just like tonight, playing our game, not letting how they're playing disturb how we want to play our game. Definitely all credit to teammates. It's super fun to play with them, and I believe that through our practice we'll continue to get better, and then we can show that through our games.
And as we mentioned, Van Meter on Thursday as well. Obviously you want to win this game, but you want to also make you want to celebrate the win here against Urbandale, but you also want to make the necessary adjustments and things to get ready for Van Meter on Thursday and then Norwalk on Friday. How do you guys go about kind of doing that, letting this one kind of set in and be excited about this win, but then also kind of turning the page and getting ready for Van Meter and Norwalk?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely savor the win tonight, and then tomorrow back at it, practice. We'll turn around and work really hard to scout for Van Meter and then Norwalk on Friday.
Ava, appreciate the time. Congrats on a big win here against
you.
Urbandale, and again, appreciate the time.
Hi, guys. Yes, thanks.
Yeah, that was Ava Breams, senior for the Pella Christian girls basketball team, after a 39-33 win here on Tuesday night, over the Jayhawks of Urbandale. And that'll do it. In closing, presented by Light and State Bank, Pella Christian, big winners with a 39-33 win over Urbandale here on Eagle Lane. That is in closing, presented by Light and State Bank. Grow strong with us. You've been listening to the Scooters Coffee Radio postgame show. Scooters Coffee and Pella, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast. And that'll do it for us. We're going to send it back to the studio. Thanks for tuning in to Pella Christian High School basketball here on KNIA KRLS.com.